Yes, good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. I have some special people here, and I don't know where the paper turn, upside down. But today is the 26th yes, ma'am, the 26th of June, and you know that we broadcast live here from the studios of News Talk 93 FM on the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies, and we are heard all over. We have some early guests today because some of them have to start work and start court. We have some early guests. Instead of after 10 o'clock, we'll have them at 9:30. And they include Miss Helen Coley, or Mrs. Helen Coley Nicholson, long-time journalist and also attorney at law. She's one of the people organizing the rally on Sunday that aims to strengthen the support for not only for Professor Bain but to resist the machinations of almost secret groups that parade behind, not parade is putting itself out there, groups that march behind and inside the troops of other groups and so overwhelm the society and overwhelm the community unawares, like a Trojan horse action, And there are some other people coming with Mrs. Helen Coley Nicholson, starting at 9:30. But for the past several weeks, and especially over the last few days, we have been seeing some of the inside workings of how causes are sold out to other causes, how people take on other people's causes like a clientele, much as our lawyer or a doctor would take on the case of a patient or a client, take on their cases and push their cases forward and argue on behalf of them, represent them. So it is that frequently in human affairs, agenda are sold out. Not only agenda are sold out, items of agenda or institutions and groupings of people are sold out unawares. They don't even know that they are being sold out by one or two of their number. Usually a minority who take on this task of steering the larger group in ways that the larger group not even aware of. Like the driver straying over the white line. You, the passenger, don't even know, say, the bus or the car gone over the white line and gradually boring in upon the other line. You're in a bus. You see the driver, I'm a boring upon the other line, boring in and out of traffic. You, the passenger, don't even like what goes. Sometimes not even aware that is happening. I either tell you hear a crash or tell you hear another motorist a cuss or say, what that kind of bad drive that you're going on with. You don't even know, say, your driver going bad drive. Sometimes, well. But this kind of selling out of agenda, of which they are not aware. That's why Perkins always described Judas, as an honorable man. A lot of people never understand, but a lot of people did understand what Perkins was saying. That when Judas, one of the disciples of the Jesus, the Christ, who decided to sell out him leader, or sell out him brother, him leading brother, for a price to some other men, when him realized the full implication of what him did, and when him take the 30 piece of silver, him try to return the money. Yeah, some of the books in the Bible tell how he tried to take back the money. And him throw it down all, give back the money when they did bribe him. Because them wouldn't take it. And what they did, they took the money and go buy a field where them bury people who them family shame of them. A family shame of you, and bury in the family plot. So them start bury people there. So them buy a piece of land for bury people who them family shame of them. And them bury Judas there. Akel Dama, them call it, the field of blood. The field that blood money bought. The piece of land that blood money bought. And there are a lot of land and a lot of houses in Jamaica that is blood money buy. Some big mansion and some small house too. Some of the 2-bedroom and some of the 1-bedroom. But most of some big mansion is bought with the selling out money. Fields of blood. So Judas now. When Judas realized the agenda, him know say some wicked man and him know the agenda, but when him see the full implication of what him do, him try redeem himself and run up and down and him try reverse what him do and undo what him do. It can't be undone. But as Perkins said, since him realized it can't be undone, him try do what him think was the next best thing to end him life in case him go do something worse tomorrow. Yes, because when some people realize how bad the things that they are doing are, them say to themselves, make I just kill myself so that I don't go do something worse tomorrow. Although that is not a solution. And most people frown upon the decision of some people to commit suicide. That is the state of mind that many of the suicide people find themselves in. Either in such a bad condition and helpless and hopeless that them decide them don't want to live to the next day, or in a condition where they have done so much wrong and bad that them feel to kill themselves so that them don't go do something worse tomorrow. So when Judas realized that he could not live with himself, him go kill himself. And that's why Perkins always say him have a little more honor than people who are forced to resign. People who are forced to resign are people who resign in disgust. Say, you never stand up with me. You never stand up with me and I could have get something for you too. I go and resign. I mean, even the Black Panther Party, militant party of black Americans who decided to fight for the freedom of Americans along with many other groups. Because this fight for freedom is not no one group, you know. Many groups. It wasn't the Black Panthers alone fighting. Martin Luther King was fighting also. Malcolm X was fighting. And many other people all around the place was fighting. In groups and individuals. Stokely Carmichael and his wife Miriam Makeba were fighting. So even when some of my brethren feel like say their house or their group should be the one that dominate Rastafari, or they should dominate all Rastafari. Some people claim that they will dominate all indigenous people. They are the leader of all the indigenous people. Are you well? Your head take you, your ambition take you, that you want to be, you feel like you must be the head of all Rastafari people. That means you see yourself like you equal or surpass Haile Selassie himself. Or like Haile Selassie leave the inheritance to you. It's the same madness that take Michael Manley head, you know. When him and him friend him decide to come and portray that Haile Selassie give him rod and give him authority to come lead Jamaica. Same thing take some of my Rastafari brethren and sisters. Like them alone want to come dominate all Rastafari groups and families. It's madness. And it leads to people trying to buy out other groups and some others trying to sell out other groups and say, all right, I will help make you head of all. So it was that the Black Panther movement, like most movements, are infiltrated by Babylon, sometimes not successfully. But sometimes successful, and sometimes even the leader, even people like Huey Newton, militant leader of the Black Panther Party, little more than just penetrate you with some personal habits. Sometimes it's cocaine, sometimes it's black girls, sometimes it's white girls. You know. Yeah, so even Huey Newton, them use drugs and all kind of weaknesses and addictions in him, and in many other Black Panther leaders, and disrupt them and get them weak. But that won't stop the struggle of the African people from being successful. If it even take 100 more years, it has been going on for hundreds of years now, and if it even take 100 more years, it will be victorious. And the position that China is in today, about to take over the economy of the world, Africa will be in tomorrow. But God help us not to want to dominate the world in the way that those who become strong and powerful dominate the world. To take it over and want to rule and feel like African is the first and highest form of human being. Up to the day before yesterday, a young man who have some learning, but some misunderstanding, was trying to put that to me and some other people, including Monty Howell. That African is the highest form of human being, everybody lower than we, and so on and so on. Yes, then if you are even the bigger brother, then through you are the bigger brother, you want to come dominate and rule. Through you born first, that give authority to dominate and rule. Yes, African was born first. Or all people were born in Africa first. But that don't mean that you have to take the madness to the extreme that you are higher than everybody else and you come first. Forever you will come first. Then all when Bolt 81, him want to win all race, and him a come first all when him 81 year old too. No man, you're not mad. So, we now find out that Jamaican for Justice, or not even the whole of Jamaicans for Justice, because a lot of things are done in people's name and them don't know what the representative doing. Jamaican for Justice paid money to the children's homes Some of them got $10,000 to allow Jamaican for justice. Some people inside Jamaican for justice to use the children's home to groom and train children in sexual practices. So them pay the children home $10,000. You know, so things are so tight now that $10,000 might not look like much to you. But a children's home that have a little money problem and little cash flow, $10,000 could tie them over for 2 days. And sometimes it's just 2 days you need to recover, you know, and you're back on your own. Sometimes you just want a $10,000 for borrow for 2 days. And sometimes you put all your car out tightly, house title on the line for 2 days over like $10,000. Much less would you get a free gift of $10,000 for you to agree, say, okay, I will let you into the room and leave you alone with the children for half an hour. And I won't ask what you do to them when you're in there for the half an hour. Okay, the PNP bigwigs them stay away from the lot of positive funeral. You know, say, if you know that a lady is HIV positive as a male, you either stay away from her, or if you're a risk taker, you use some safe sex methodology and you try to take advantage of her niceness, but not to be subject to her contagion. So you use a condom and you say you take a chance of it because you don't want to pick them, but you want a piece of her action. Well, the PNP bigwig them stay away from the, well, you know, HIV positive shit and you take a chance. Well, the PNP bigwig them say, baby, or there's a certain funeral that is lot of positive. So you will get either branded or, but them already know, the public already knows they take a lot of money. And a lot of money. Them stay away from the HIV positive, not HIV, the lot of positive funeral. But at least them could have sent some of the lower level wigs. The big wigs them stay away. You could have sent some of the small wigs them. I'm not telling you what to do still. But if them never so dishonorable, them would have sent some of the small wigs. Them stay away from it. Then them could have sent some of the small wigs or even send a wreath. Them not even a wreath, them not said. Say love from the party. From the what you call them kind of party there again? Them kind of party. Come as you are party or wet and wild. Wet and wild party. Send a wreath. But them not send no wreath. I want to hail some people, you know. I meet them at the bank this morning, but them was just sitting down on the bank bench, you know, waiting to go to work across the road. And them said them listen to Straight Up. One of them name is Elfrida Millwood. And them say we must play some music for them. See if we can find a piece of music. I See You, My Love. And one of them said they want Grace Thrillers, but I don't know which one of the Grace Thrillers to play now. One want a love song and one want Grace Thriller. So Miss Elfrida Millwood, one of the Straight Up listeners meet this morning. Miss Anita Edwards. Miss Danette Palmer. But is she, no, our friend spelling her, she tell her friend was spelling name, but they say friend spelling name wrong. She put Palmer, but a Palmer she want to put. Me know say Palmer she want to put. Danette Palmer. And also Miss Carol Shaw. And then now there was a manager, one of the middle managers of Scotiabank Ligani. She was there early, Miss Marshall. She was there early too with them. And then the taximan, Mr. Nesbitt Thompson, I am carrying from the bank now, and this morning come up here. Taximan Nesbitt Thompson. And then in the taxi boy, me meet Miss Ayata. A Rasta woman from Mona Common. Ayata. She listen to the program too. I talk on my phone and the lady said me sound like me swallow radio. Ask me for me swallow radio if me name so and so. So I never test her if she said she listen to the program and the taxman said listen to the program to Nesbitt Thompson. So yes, I hear you and I hope you hear me here now too. We find I See You, My Love. I want to play it for my lady, you know. And there are some other people are going to find back them name. It's just, I don't want to call them name wrong. And the paper get away from me. But you have some people down in Milk River. Happy birthday to Tevin Smith. Coming from mother Shanique. Them call her chin Shanique Rodney. Tevin Smith is your happy birthday today. And big up to Debert Rodney. Big up to Debert Rodney and the Reed family at Milk River. Them always listening here. I hear so. That Debert Rodney and the Reed family always listening. Audrey Reed and Rose Reed. Yes, sir and ma'am. Big up to them. I still have some more, but I want to find them properly. But in the meantime, you hear me, and I See You, My Love. It's a beautiful piece of music. Look more play some Grace Thrillers. Grace Thrillers. especially for the people of cause that going to keep the rally Sunday the 29th of June. So they're going to march from the gates of the university. They're still going to have a motorcade from the gates of the University of West Indies down to Mandela Park in halfway tree, where the rally will be at what time in the evening? 5 in the evening. The people of Jamaica practicing again to organize themselves and exert their goodwill. Not just exert them will, willfulness. Exert their goodwill towards all men and women. Goodwill towards them. Even if you reprimand people, you still have goodwill. You don't condemn nobody. Because he who is without sin cast the first stone. So no stone are cast from this direction. But I see you, my love, straight up. Yes, that is Inez Fox, not true. And we will have the pleasure of the company of Mrs. Helen Coley-Nicholson tomorrow. But this morning we're going to have a worthy substitute, not substitute, in addition to her, we had a lady here and she will fill it well today along with her brother on the telephone. So we'll introduce it to her. Let's go for a break, straight up. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. And we have our guest coming on almost immediately. I just want to hear another Straight Up listeners, a taxi operator, also them call him Soap. What is Mr. Kenroy Brown? Mr. Kenroy Brown. Yeah, man, right from up in a Clarendon, there near in a Sanguinetti. Straight Up listener. And a very thoughtful young man and a man who learned from his experiences. It's good to meet and associate with people like that through the Straight Up program and know that there are tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of us out there like that. Hail Mr. Kenroy Brown, Soap, taxi operator. Young but him wise and learned beyond him years. I want to mention something about an issue that somebody accosted me with yesterday. A policeman who was being put off frontline duty because of some shooting, but him said those policemen not getting a good deal, are not getting fair treatment from the police force and the commissioner of police. I want to talk about it. I need to know more about him case, though. Can't just come talk on behalf of people and you not tell me more about your case. Not going to do that because I'm not a lobbyist. And I'm not a fifth columnist, and I'm not a Trojan horse or the contents of a Trojan horse belly. But I still empathize with people who are not getting fair deal. Yes, we do. Whether you're police or you're Rasta, whether you're not, you're Christian or whether you're anyone at all. Yes, I welcome my young lady again. She came here with a team of people the other day, 2 lawyers and 2 doctors, 1 young lawyer and 1 senior lawyer, 1 young doctor and 1 senior doctor, and she's here again to tell us about this rally. Could you introduce back yourself again, Miss Lady?
Philippa Davies,
Advocacy
Advocacy Officer, Jamaica Coalition for a Healthy Society.
Yes. Come, give me the meaning of C.A.U.S.E. apart from the word cause. What is it again?
Churches, Action, Uniting Society for Emancipation.
True. And Miss Helen Coley-Nicholson, we'll have her tomorrow from the same cause. And this morning we'll also have the Reverend Dr. Stevenson Samuels. Now, emancipation, Society for Emancipation. Most people would ask emancipation to what or from what? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. From an ideology, from a philosophy, from a worldview that was similar to the philosophy or the worldview of the legal, social, and political system that framed slavery, which is privileges for a few at the expense of the rest. And we have a modern-day version that is taking other parts of the world, other Western democracies, and that is threatening Jamaica. And that comes through a liberal, secular, humanist agenda, and one aspect of it is the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender activism, the campaigners.
So nothing wrong with being liberal as such, but the cause that call themselves liberal, a movement that call itself liberal, has almost taken on the word and the meaning liberal to mean themselves and people, our fellow fellow travelers or happy campers, although the word liberal camp shouldn't be restricted for the use of one set of people. I say right and wrong. Right and wrong when abusing your own body is a different arena with assaulting somebody else, not true? Or interfering with a minor. For you to smoke or do anything harmful for self-harm, no different from harm of a next human being.
But it produces a harmful
Close
outcome.
to the mic, please.
It produces a harmful outcome to you.
Yeah.
Why would that not be considered wrong?
Okay. So you think that you can legislate right behavior?
Well, what does the law do? Does the law not take society or try to point society towards behavior that is for the good of society, of all, as well as deter behaviors that are not for...
What I understand as the wholesome characteristics of law is those elements that protect all and guard against the abuse of any on anyone's rights. But when it comes to personal behavior now, I think the law is limited. Let's go for a break and come. What I want to do is now, I'm not fighting it, but I need to test. Because even the Bible prescribes a test the spirit. Let's go for a break, straight up. Welcome back to Straight Up. We're talking to some of the organizers of the rally to come on Sunday. Starting with a motorcade from the University of the West Indies down to Arbitrary Mandela. The motorcade started at 1 hour, giving itself 1 hour. Starting at 4 o'clock, giving itself 1 hour to reach down to Arbitrary Mandela Park by 5 o'clock when the rally and the mass protest against the dismissal of Professor Bain and demonstrators to unite cause and causes churches action unite in society for emancipation. I am very much sympathetic to the cause, but I'm still going to question certain things because we must, as I said, test the spirits and so on. Not the individuals, no, the spirits and the spirit, not because not the letter of the law, but the spirit of the law that really is helpful to human beings. We have been talking to Miss Philippa Davis here. She's an attorney at law, a Christian. And Reverend Dr. Stevenson Samuel is on the line. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Hi, Jerry. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Glad you can come. Tomorrow we'll have Miss Helen Colin Nicholson.
Right.
Yes, but no, may I ask you?
I really appreciate how you're lifting up this matter before the society, and your interpretation of scripture is very interesting, I must say.
Well, it's because I love it from your youth, you know.
Yeah, I realize that one.
I don't know it by heart, but and I don't remember it by heart, but a lot of things stick with me because them resonate with me. Well, no, yes. The buggery law. Was it brought to Jamaica by Christians or Christianity?
Well, I would say that Christianity has had a strong influence on the society historically, and so the laws of Jamaica are framed not necessarily by Christians, but has been influenced by the worldview.
Yeah. Now,
a spiritual worldview and a secular worldview, and we believe, well, historically, that countries like Jamaica and a couple of the other countries in the Western world have framed its laws and customs and traditions around the spiritual worldview.
The early testament, the first testament that was received by the family of Jacob, that early testament, it was good, very helpful. But if it were perfect, there would have been no need for the bringing in of the new. So therefore, a Newer Testament came in, and also a Messiah came that had more enlightenment, along with a whole generation that had more enlightenment, and a Newer Testament came in. And because of this, I have never been afraid from I am a youth to think and know that even my generation going to get more revelation, which is usually in the same direction as the previous revelation, but more fine and more finely focused, like we have bifocal later on in life.
Yes.
And the early part of this, the first part of this testament, and even some of the second part of this testament, which is the New Testament, acknowledge a place for slavery. But after that, me and you and others dismiss any place for slavery.
Right. You're asking if this generation has any place for slavery?
No, we have no place for slavery, even though the New Testament acknowledge a place for slavery. And so it is. I am asking now, say the people who brought in the Bongo law, they said, some of them said they were Christians, but they also brought in slavery and substantiated it. So well then,
absolutely.
So some things become out of date.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So some people will say that the Bongo law and restriction might become out of date, like how slavery become outdated.
Well, I don't know where it is ultimately going to end up. I hear one guy who was talking about one of my friends has a good interpretation. Yeah. He feels that the Bongo law is really just one of the phases in life, which is leading up seeming to the Islam takeover.
Islam?
He says that with the practice of Bongo, it is not sustainable. It doesn't sustain a society. And so whilst the Western world move towards the legalization of Bongo, it is going to go towards the shrinking of their own society, and therefore religious entities that have shown great may I say abuse to women and all these kinds of things will rise up. Yeah, and take over the world ultimately.
Well, what I see, I bring in my lady here now, Miss Philippa Davis. What I see the struggle to dismiss the Bongo law, which I don't mind it being dismissed. I see the struggle to dismiss the Bongo law as more a smoke screen behind and underneath which the militant, rich homosexual lobby want to invade marriage, which is a male-female institution. I think it's marriage they are after, coming in through the back door of Bongo.
But it's not only marriage; it's undermining family. And
exactly, but family,
family. So
but family,
whether it's sex, whether it's marriage, it's family life, it's children, it's raising of children, it's parental rights, it's the whole suite.
Yes.
So this is an attack on family.
And I tell you again, I believe that the Bongo law is only a backdoor entry to invade marriage around the world, and it is funded with billions of dollars.
And they also use HIV/AIDS and the need for us to address it in a holistic manner as a vehicle to promote the false notion of eliminating stigma and discrimination. It's not eliminating stigma and discrimination against behavior. That we must stigmatize behavior and discriminate against behavior that produce unwholesome outcomes, but we must not stigmatize and discriminate the person. We reach out and care for the person in a holistic, compassionate manner, but the behavior and the stigma that produces this harmful outcome, that must be stigmatized and discriminated against.
Yes, leprosy is to be quarantined and HIV is to be quarantined, but as you say, the parade and masquerade, one has been the other. It is to be quarantined. In other words, it is to be isolated so that it may not spread, as much as possible isolated. But not only that, they use sex education, not only HIV awareness. They use HIV awareness as an entree to sex education in order to proposition non-homosexuals and non-adults.
Witness what happened in the children's homes through this program that was run under the rubric of comprehensive sexual and reproductive rights. It's really just a moniker for this kind of exposure to deviant behaviors as being wrongly treated as normal, good, and equal to heterosexual behavior.
Reverend Dr. Stevenson?
Yes, sir, I'm with you. You're having some good talk here with Philippa.
Yeah, and because she has to go early, that's why I'm spending so much time on her. Apart from I prefer to spend time with
she's the advocacy officer. She knows all the arguments.
Yes, I prefer to spend time with the lady. But But
I agree with you.
But will you be able to go or to be around after 10, because some people might want to call in and get some more information? Are you available on the phone after 10?
Yeah, man.
All right, at least we have 4 more minutes here, and I want you to spend the 3 minutes enunciating whatever you want in terms of Sunday coming or generally.
Yes.
Dr. Stevenson, yes. Dr. Samuels. Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Samuels.
What is it you want me to do?
I wanted to use up the rest of the 3 minutes. You.
Okay. Well, I would want to use those 3 minutes to say that if we have a position on a matter, if something is correct, then it is the responsibility of society, church or country, citizen, to advocate for that correct action. And so that is one of the reasons why we are going to gather in Halfway Tree Square this Sunday. That Sunday coming, June 29th at 5 o'clock. Not just church, all well-thinking Jamaicans we are inviting to be there in Halfway Tree Square, 5 o'clock, so that we can together speak to this nation.
All right. Well, all right. May I ask each of you in 30 seconds to tell me frankly, do you not see the political directorate, those in office and those in the corridor standing at the door waiting in the wings, do you not see them dodging from acquitting their duties as political representatives to bounce back the opinion, not to impose their opinion and to be a lobby for the international cause, but to bounce back the opinion of their constituents? What you say? 30 seconds, Mr. Davis, and 30 seconds, Mr. Samuels.
And this is one of the objectives of the rally on Sunday, is to say to the political directorate, here we are, the electorate, that we, the voters of Jamaica, are taking this stand on this issue. What is your response?
Yeah, where do you stand?
Exactly.
Yeah, Dr. Stevenson.
Yeah, and another way that we would want to put it is the political directorate knows what is right for the most part, and they are now depending on the people to say to the international forces that want to enslave us again that we don't want this kind of action in this country. That is why everybody has to come to make that point, so that the political directorate will have a basis on which to speak to the world.
Well, thank you very much for having been here, Dr. Stevenson, Reverend Dr. Stevenson Samuels, and also Miss Philippa Davis, both members of Church Action, Uniting Society for Emancipation Cause, who are promoting this rally and protest on Sunday, the 29th of June, culminating at the Mandela Park in Halfway Tree, 5 o'clock, after a 1 hour motorcade from the University of the West Indies start at 4 o'clock Sunday evening, straight up. We go for the 10 a.m. headline news. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small, going to the second hour of the program. Now, we're going, instead of talking to Dr. Stevenson Samuels today, we're going to talk to him with Mrs. Helen Cole Nicholson tomorrow. Sorry about that. There's a reason. I think you will understand. There's a cause and a reason. Now we have a old-time brethren now from Jamaica College named Dennis Brown. He is a little older than the D. Brown of music, but he's our brethren. He's a music man. He passed away recently in Florida. And he wanted this piece of music to be played as a farewell to him. Farewell. Travel well. And his cousin, Dr. Daffy Samuels from Jamaica College, Major Dr. Daffy Samuels, a major in the Jamaica Defense Force and a doctor. And a giant, both physically and otherwise, 6'6" tall, about 300 pounds of muscle. Was not able to get this played at that time, but we're going to play it now for Daffy Samuels and for D. Brown. He wanted this to be played. It's very much like the theme song for Straight Up, which is Prophecy Rhythm. But it's Don Drummond, Green Island, Straight Up. And this is for D. Brown. Yes, that's Green Island. And it's Don Drummond. That is for Dennis Brown. D. Brown from Jamaica College. Little older than the Dennis Brown of Orange Street. But in the same spirit, D. Brown, that dreadlocks Rastafari lecturer at the University of the U.S.E, who later lectured for decades down in Trinidad. I think he might have died in Trinidad. Or was it Florida? Yeah, man, him cousin Daffy Samuels would want to play that as him farewell. Because that's what D. Brown wanted. And so said, so done. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome, Straight Up, hello. Are you there? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been following what is happening in Brazil with the Heat and the players? Italian players in particular start saying that they're hallucinating them to 4 players on the field when there's 1 person in front of them.
Oh yes, I hope them not say 4 goals.
Mother Nature and Father Time, the fire, 26 days in a June in the Caribbean and no rain now fall.
Oh yeah.
Therefore, cars must pay keen attention to that and step up the ante.
Yeah.
On the 1st of August this year, they must organize an island-wide rally.
Yeah.
Yes, they must. On the 1st of August, they must also organize that all citizens who hold a U.S. visa must go to the embassy and hand it in back. Because Barack Obama is threatening to use his economic might against countries who will not implement all of the facets of homosexuality.
Yeah.
In coming at us, in coming at the globe. No, it is important to understand, for the people and the nation to understand, that we were educated early, that they hid it in certain times from the wise and the prudent, but this time would come when they would take it to the babes and the suckling. Last night I was at a cause meeting and I heard that a principal of a school was instructed, as a Catholic school, to teach from the pre-kinder up to grade 6, to teach the children. She has been instructed that she must teach the children that anal sex is normal, and they have moved assiduously. If the Bongo law is touched in any way, that means the law is erased. So the country can't touch the Bongo law, because the Bongo law did not emerge because a man penetrated a woman's anus. It came because a man penetrated a man and a beast. And from the meeting last night, we were educated that they have moved to the state where the rights of the normal citizen no longer count for anything. A woman can walk into a church, tell a person, I want to marry to my dog. What? If the person say no, him gone to jail. See what happened to Chris Brown? A homosexual want to take a picture with him. Chris Brown refused. Chris Brown ended up in a jail for weeks.
Yes.
So them serious. Buju Banton sing him song 1993. Them sentenced him to 10 years in a 2010, 2011. From cook-up charge. This is Mother Nature and Father Time. Every day get hotter and hotter. 26 days in a June, no rain now fall. Wake up people, come at the rally Sunday. But cars must step up the ante. Use August 1st as a part of them campaign.
But talking about August 1st, why your cabinet and your party sideline emancipation celebration?
I could not tell you that.
Please find out for me, here.
Yes,
please.
That's why cars must use the day.
Anyway, yes.
Bring out everybody.
All right, yes, nice. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome, Straight Up, hello.
Yes, I love.
Yes, Maya.
Yes, I. Discounts, most I. Selassie, I. Ja. Rastafari,
Yeah,
discounts, honorable.
Been a little while.
You know?
Been a little while.
Huh?
Been a little while.
Sure, man, but, you know, I said during a father time.
Yes.
Yeah, man, discounts. This is Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, you know?
Yes, yes.
Government, you know, in a government down here, you know, international government. Discounts for the morning rising,
yeah.
Life, health, and strength for the I and the whole family, universally, you know?
Straight.
Yeah, I have a 3-point I would love to make quickly, and another priest is here still representing the office of
Move it then, move it, for I have 2.5 minutes and him have 3.
Alright. First to begin, about the topic that we have about Marcus Garvey passing on the baton and the works to King Emmanuel. That was in 1935, because they asked me in what date. It was in 1935, and even that same time, that same year, Hector Winter published that Prince Emmanuel is the second Marcus Garvey in the country.
Yeah.
So that is one of the pointers. Another, this is an advertisement now. 1st of August, Emancipation March is on same way. I Bobo Shanti every year.
From where to where? From where to where?
From downtown to King's House.
Yeah.
That's the 1st of August Emancipation March.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and the third point, we just say what is going on now within the Bugari thing of the ex-world setting.
Yeah, yeah.
In 66, the Queen did come here and she said Jamaica must hurry up and turn the country into sporting, that she can come and do her business down here. And that you see is her business that is flourishing now.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you know?
Yes, sir. All right.
So, I give thanks to the other priest here.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
That's my lord. Give thanks.
Welcome. What is your name? That was Priest Moran?
Oh, that was Priest Joshua. This is the other priest now.
Priest who?
My lord, give thanks to life. And
that wasn't Priest Moran a while ago?
Yeah, and Priest Donovan now speaking.
No, the one before was Priest Moran, not true?
Not true, yes, man.
And this is now Priest who?
Donovan.
Priest Donovan. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, no one actually is believing in the Bible.
In the Bible. No, I believe the Bible and its message. Yes, the message.
Yeah. So His Majesty said we in Ethiopia have one of the oldest versions of the Bible.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe.
Remain one and the same.
Yes, but don't spend the whole time repeating that speech. We accept, because I wanted to use up the rest of the 2 minutes that you have. You had 3, 1 gone. And I said I accept the Bible and its message. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so more, you know, say King Emmanuel are the returned Messiah.
For you, yes, I know that. For you.
When you read in the Acts of the Apostle.
Yeah.
Acts chapter 5. It's going to tell you about him.
What him say?
When the disciple them.
Yes. No, tell it what he said. Don't tell me when. Just tell me what him say. The one that. Hold on. Was it? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Was it the verse that say, "One shall arise from among the brethren"?
Is the verse?
Yeah.
Don't confuse me. May I declare what the Acts of the Apostles say about.
You have a minute and a half left. Go ahead.
Yes. So when the apostles them go out and declare the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And point people to the foundation.
Yeah.
When we are.
Yeah.
And we are in temple here down.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are going to sell what them have and come. You see it? While they must search for Jesus Christ all along. So enough people believe in this kind there.
You're still taking long and not using the time well. Go ahead.
Yeah, but may I declare the Bible.
All right.
About Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but that is still not going to buy you extra time. You must learn to use the time well, like our Sava Powell and Bolt use it well.
Okay, so next time then.
All right. So Acts, the verse in Acts that referred to Prince Emmanuel is which verse?
Chapter 5.
No, the whole chapter or a certain verse?
The whole chapter.
Alright, well, let me tell you this. There is a chapter in Acts, there's a verse in Acts, which refers to, "One shall arise from among the brethren, and whom you must hear in all things." Now, some people interpret that to mean this man and that man and the other man. Well, this man and that man and the other man, that verse did refer to the Christ. I have heard people use it to interpret that it is the prophet. I even hear some of my brethren interpret to say that it is Brother Gad. When I was along with would you allow me to finish what I'm saying? Because your time done already now. I told you have a limited time, but you never use it well. When I'm telling you now, when I was even a part of the Ethiopian World Federation Charter 15, before it was declared null and void, some of my brethren and sisters accept the interpretation and say this verse is referring to Brother Gad. But I know that it can be used to refer to anyone, but it was not written to refer to Brother Gad. And so frequently brothers and sisters set up one, whether they want to set up Marcus Garvey and say Marcus Garvey a God. Some people set up Emmanuel and say Emmanuel a God. Some people set up our Brother Gad and say, well, and him are the one of the hour and all them kind of thing. And so it is, people see themselves less of having God within them and trying to point to some individuals who have in God and who is the embodiment of God's word. So
how come to the rock?
Would you alone? Yeah, it's such.
Have to come in.
No, hear this now. Such people make themselves into spiritual dwarf and remain spiritual dwarf. But have a good day and call me again soon. Yes, sir. We have no more caller. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning.
Welcome, man.
Yeah, man. Now, if you congratulate this man, the first never hear Bet talk and say something where makes sense to me.
You look like you come here.
Sometimes you say things that we might have a little bit of sense, but this morning really, we endorse everything what she says still.
Yeah, look like she coming around.
Yeah, we're not kind of regular.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when she really come out and say something that I think makes sense and is not partisan, I think, you know what I mean, you have to comment.
And don't you say me a gear sometime, I mean, you know, see?
Yeah, man.
And we wave some of the things, and we put on a wave upon some of the things. Well,
but Jerry, that issue is a very, very, very serious issue. And I always say, well, I'm in a business with them and all of that. But I think sometimes, you know what I mean, you have to, if you do not stand up and take a stand, you're not standing against anybody.
No.
But certain practices cannot be forced on people in a manner.
No, we draw the line.
But this is the point that we have to stand up now. It has gotten to a point where it's imminent danger and we have to do the necessary thing.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much. Are you there? I'm done? You done? Thank you very much for that. Another call? We have some text messages, please. Yeah, good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Welcome, Straight Up. Go ahead, please. Yes, good morning, welcome.
Today?
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Yes, man. Bless up, man.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man. Global respect, man. Yeah, King Selassie, Queen America, bless up, man. You know, Mr. D?
Yes, sir.
When we look on this Bulgarian thing, some of them thing implement on some of the youth them before them even have sense and knowledge.
Yes.
You can, you know reach them. So that's why general say whether not the death of the sinner, but the sinner to repent and change in way. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So that's why you look on it at a global point of view. You know, when the state rise against the church, it's a serious thing, King, because several things happen on the church and stand up, even Carol Garden and all them things. But anyway, them so happen to Rasta small still.
Yeah, no. But little by little, the same church.
Yeah.
Go and stand, not all of them, but the true church people go and stand shoulder to shoulder with the lions and the lions.
Man, they I want to listen, I may tell some church people every day, I say, yo, me as a Rasta man, me love our churches, man. I just do some liberty when me say overture by religious vibes, man. You see what I say, but at the church, yeah, the divinity, Papa. You see what I say?
Yeah.
That's when society make the church have to go stand up,
Yes, that's good.
You know, say a dangerous point in a creation, King?
Yes, and none shall escape, and
blessed King, you know, say really and truly, still, me don't want enough people know so me there, so you just go and do your thing, me I listen.
Yes, man.
Yes, man, but me I tell you, say, reach a critical point, and you know, so I me visit a church service, and I know the pastor, they go know, see, I see one away, and I say, pastor, yeah, you're there on the youth, them kind of fathers there, and I say, yo, you see, message where you have pastor for the youth, then one of them there, when you bust it, me tell you, say, whole place, and you bust out in a tears, because the youth, them need to fill them.
Yes,
General, enough cruel parents, King.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right,
but yes, man, just encourage yourself. Thank you very much. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yes, sir, welcome.
Blessed morning.
Yes, sir.
And blessed morning to everyone. Jerry, me know why I stop blaze the fire.
Yes,
Got
sir.
the fire for blaze. We get a reincarnation a bit this morning.
Yes,
and
sir.
I bet that.
A reborn.
Yeah, it's a different bet.
That I must, and a bet, that a better.
Yeah, better. Bet
better big up yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Every word
Yes,
you say.
Yes.
In that. Bless you.
Thank you very much for that, yes, sir. That's true. Yes, because you know that a woman was taken in adultery, and when them bring her to the Christ, them want the Christ to condemn her. And if him don't condemn her, them condemn him, say, I break Moses' law. So as I them say she for dead, or if him don't say she for dead, them kill him same time with stoning. And what did he do? Him just say, yes, she wrong, but he who is without sin must start execute her. Yes, she must be executed, but the person who do have no sin must start the execution. And him start to draw in the ground and draw. Give them time for walk in. You see when him look round? They're not in sight, and him said to Bet, say, where are your accusers? And Bet said, they are gone, your master. And him said to her, say, you also go, but not do it again, you know. So she's getting better. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jerry.
Yes.
At 2 morning, you know, you're up on the morning program.
2 morning now, me up on the press start.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grudge me?
Me not grudge it. You get pay?
No, but sometimes you up on the program all 5 times for the morning and me not charge you.
No, man. But me ask you if you get paid like how you do them work there.
Everything you busy with people money. Look here, I'm going to cut you off if you don't. Leave that argument else you cut off.
So what happened, Virgin? I ain't nothing bad me ask you. And a bad word me ask you, a bad word me I tell you. Me ask you if you getting paid, it's either yes or no. Me hear you tell a lady already, say, boy, not even your dirty clothes can watch.
You hear me tell a lady so?
Yeah, me hear you tell a lady.
It couldn't be a lady.
Eh?
It couldn't be a lady.
Yeah, you tell a lady, say, not
No.
even your dirty clothes can watch.
No, if I tell somebody so, she might be a female, but I wouldn't tell a lady that.
Oh, God, man. You say it on
Don't
the
call me
man.
no God. I'm not God. I'm going to cut off the phone call right now. I'm not God. Cut him off. Cut him off. Let's go in there. One more phone call. Because we have Monty Howell here now. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Go ahead, please. Good morning. Good morning. Not there? All right, we're going to go for an early break. We have Monty Howell here now. Straight. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Now, we have here again with us Monty Howell, and I have to take advantage of his being in Jamaica until the weekend, because apart from being the first son of Leonard Howell and surviving, still going strong, I think he have a great role to play in the local and the international Rastafari movement and the African people movement generally, and in the world movement, human being generally. I want to say first a month without any whole heap of formality and introduction that Marcus Garvey was seen as a danger. The Jamaica government first took away the property of the U.N.I.A Liberty Hall illegally from in the 20s. Then they took away his personal property at Lady Musgrave Road and Trafalgar Road illegally. 2 properties on both sides of the road. Club India, where Club India is now, and the Small Business Association. And later on, hypocritically, within 25 years, or in about within 40 years, within 30 years, from 1930 to 1960, within 34 years, within 35 years, they declare him a national hero and use him to get back themselves popular. And they have not restored his property to his family. You make him national hero and say him great. You don't give back him property to his family that you took away. And you don't give back the property to his organization that you took away. And they now have Liberty Hall there using as a government place at their convenience. Pinnacle must not go that way, and Howell must not go that way. Howell is bigger than a national hero of Jamaica, and they're still trying to take away Pinnacle, and they know that they see that the Rastafari is serious about Pinnacle. They want to turn Pinnacle into a kind of Liberty Hall and still don't take advantage of having it and don't give you back the same way. Monty Howell.
Yes, Jerry, I quite agree with you. I did not know that all that atrocities was done to Marcus Garvey. And I think indirectly Howell and Marcus Garvey was one of the lucky ones, because look at what they did to Paul Bogle and guys like that. You know, they're lucky that they got away with their lives.
No, they were smarter than Paul Bogle, both Marcus Garvey and Howell.
Well, you're probably right.
And Howell is more dangerous than Marcus Garvey.
Yeah, because
and more popular, did a bigger thing ongoing.
His thing is global right now.
Yes, sir.
You know, you'd be surprised to know that Rasta have more prestige in the United States, England, Europe, and the world than even in Jamaica.
Yes, yes, yes.
Jamaica haven't recognized Rasta yet.
No.
And part of the reason is that a lot of people going around and they're very crude. And the imitation Rasta, they're after something, and they'll do anything disrespectful and so on. Because I've heard about some incident at Pinnacle where some of these guys going on people's property, picking the fruits and threatening them to drive them off because they reckon this is Rasta land.
But this is some of the behavior of a few members, or probably non-members in the 40s, that brought down things unholy. Don't you know that people was going outside and doing things? Some of them probably wasn't even Howellites.
Oh, definitely.
And it was blamed on Howell and Pinnacle.
Oh, yeah.
And it was used as an excuse for Bustamante and others to come in.
Oh, definitely. Some of them was plant people as well.
Planted.
Yes. The thing is, once a organization or a race of people or whatever do something, they generally blame everybody for that. Yes. But as you said, a few Rastas like those that went up there the other day and changed the colors, walk away from the property and dump the flag that they took down in a garbage pail. That type of atrocities,
but poor
would never ever do that.
No, real Rasta, that is not a Rastafarian activity.
No, definitely.
Because two wrongs, if they think that the other people are wrong, how come doing them another wrong can right the thing? This is not mathematics, this is life.
Exactly.
You kill a person to avenge the death of another person. That is 2 minus.
Right. 2 negative.
Yes. So you say you never know they did Garvey so much. Well, that's why I'm telling you this thing now, because I want you to recover more than what Julius Garvey and Marcus Garvey have recovered.
I had no idea that his property. I knew that they confiscated his assets in the United States.
Yes.
And then turn around and sort of frame him and send him to jail.
Yes.
And then before the sentence ended, they deport him.
And as soon as them deport him to Jamaica, they organized to bring a man from America and bring a lawsuit against the Jamaican U.N.I.A, which is illegal for him to be. He said he was owed back pay in New York U.N.I.A. Right. They brought him down here and sued the Kingston branch of the U.N.I.A. and gave him Liberty Hall to pay the assets, to pay the back pay that he said was on in New York. It was a contrivance between England and America, just like what's going on now. And they took away Liberty Hall first. And then later on, when he had a mansion in a white people district at Lady Musgrave Road and that other road there, which becomes Small Business Association, they took, that's where he used to live. His printing press is still in the basement of the building there. And over the other side of the road, he bought another mansion and put his sister, Indiana Garvey. And they seized both properties after putting him in prison in Jamaica. And then declare him nationally and don't restore the property to his family. Like what they want to declare Pinnacle now into a Liberty Hall. Have it as a government place for tourists come. And you Howell stay on the outside, they get a free pass to go in there. Everybody else pay about Monty Howell going free but leave by 10 o'clock.
Yes. Yeah.
It won't happen.
It's not in this lifetime.
No.
Rasta reaches a stage now where it have an energy of its own.
Yes, sir.
And once any organization or any entity gather strength by itself, it can run without me, and it will right itself eventually.
Well, you say run without you, but I've told you before, I tell you no, I'm not a form of flattery. I believe people like yourself, by virtue of being an elder, by virtue of being a part of the thing from your bond, you have a great potential and role to play in the regularization of relations between the different houses of Rastafari, that none might harbor the ambition to overlord it over the rest.
Well, I don't want to give the impression that I'm indispensable.
No, I am saying this.
Okay, but I can't say it.
No.
You know, because one thing I don't do, I don't blow my own trumpet. My sole idea, responsibility, I think, is to put the legacy on the right footing. That is my ambition, to put the legacy. I don't want nothing from this as personal gain, you know. I'm not in it because I'm spending money that I know I will never get back in terms of maintaining what Sister Odash up there and the water she need help to keep the place clean and stuff like that. And it really grieved her, and it grieved myself that people coming up there and threatening some of the homeowners up there.
Homeowner, the people who have bought property. Albeit illegal. Don't go there and threaten anybody. And it must not happen again.
No.
Because it's going to be done in your name.
Exactly.
Just like how some people went and killed goat in the 1940s and says Howell. It will be done in your name. And it must be done again. Now, by the way, we only have 3 minutes left, unfortunately. But I'm glad to have you back here visiting for those 15 minutes. Now, yesterday I had somebody here, June, and he was quite articulate, but I believe that like all of us, him and others need to learn and practice now more harmonious relation. You might have some comments to say about it.
Yeah, well, I said to Junior, he played a part in helping to build the sanctuary.
Yeah, the tabernacle.
He called it a tabernacle, but I call it a sanctuary.
All right, let's
go. Place of that you should respect and so on. But Odash had the light and power people gave Odash personally all the posts.
The post, them big huge light posts.
They took out of the ground and replace it with metal posts. And she used money from the foundation to do 90% of the work. As I say, I don't want to take away from what Juna did, but nobody not going to come up there and stop or prevent a woman from going there. We are not Taliban, number one.
No.
Not
Boko Haram.
And we are not Orthodox, number two. So we are women should be respected, and I would want my mother to go in and out of that place there whenever she feels like doing it without any interruption from anybody. So anybody want to dictate the policy, stay away from people.
Man, we have 2 minutes. It's yours. Anything else? You have 2 minutes. It's yours. There's so much things. There's a lot of different groups and any great movement, will have groups in different forms. You might have a Rastafari motoring club emerge. You might have Rastafari football team. We used to have it.
Oh, definitely.
We, the 12 Tribe of Israel runners, we won the first Guinness Road Race competition. We used to dominate football, schoolboy football, in that most of the youth who used to play for 12 Tribe was playing for KC, JC, all different teams. Different years of activity, economic activity like what Rastafari doing down at Dinner Road. There's many different things to be done. And what Rastafari doing down there reflect what Howell was teaching in the economy. Many other things to be done, and I want you and other brethren, like other brethren, to go and maintain certain law and order between the groups that people realize organize and centralize don't mean all of the groups have to merge into one. It means they must relate like the OAU. Not giving up no sovereignty of no unit state.
Respect each other and work together when it's necessary, and have a coexistent. And as I said before, we need to move forward with this thing. It's been dragged on for a period of time, and I am getting things together now where we can match up and find out where the mistake was made with people confiscating Pinnacle. That's exactly what.
And one thing, the governments must stand aside and watch and observe and know that we are getting stronger, and they dare not try to turn this thing into no Liberty Hall and no Marcus Garvey, make it in a hero like what the youth down there the other day is complaining that them not make Bob Marley hero. Bob Marley is bigger than national hero of Jamaica. He's an international folk hero. And Pinnacle and Leonard Howell is bigger than a national hero of Jamaica. He's an international figure. Even Helen Lee is making them know that. We need not fret. Thank you very much, Monty Howell. And safe travel, and whenever you come in town, you know that this station here, this program is open to you. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that. Let's go for
Thanks you very much for the listeners, the people that is listening, and God bless you.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Let's go for a break. We have a few more phone calls to take some text messages. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. We're down into a straight here, a stretch Because may I apologize, we have a little emergency here. And after 11 we have to play some other things here because we have to take the wings of the morning for it. But I have some text messages and few calls. I agree with what Jerry is saying. I've always been very tolerant of gays. I think I agree with what I was saying on the program before first start the discussion about whether Jamaica is really homophobic or not. I agree with what Jerry is saying. I've always been very tolerant of gays, but keep your hand out of my cookie jar. They have turned me off with their aggressive nature, such as children's home incident. I'm still tolerant of all people, but they must keep their space. And so say we all, except you and you. But the rest of we say so too. Next one. Jerry, Mesopotamia is where life begins, not in the land of Ham, otherwise called Africa. That's what you think. That is what you think about Mesopotamia. Next one. Freedom of expression, speech, and exclusion is under attack by the homosexual agenda. Jerry, if I can't reject what I don't want or express opinions and dislike, then give me liberty out or give me death. Yes, sir, give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Henry says so. And so say we all who have any backbone. Next one. Hi, Jerry. Happy birthday to my boss, Jacqueline Young at New Kingston Pharmacy from Hyacinth, otherwise called Tumpy. Please play a nice birthday song. Jacqueline Young control New Kingston Pharmacy. And it used to be Claudette Young, you know, when God moved it doing it. So it's a young thing I go on. Happy birthday, Jacqueline Young, coming from Tumpy. Next one. Good morning, Mr. Small. Can you say if it is a fact that WPJ was involved in bank robberies? I heard one of the bank was the Highgate Bank. I don't think the WPJ would say yes, and I don't think they would say no. Like Danai Williams, I wouldn't say yes and I wouldn't say no. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. We do have them. Alright, we're going to play a piece of music by Red Cloud. Red Cloud is a British reggae group, but it's really Jamaican, you know, reggae. And them going with a whole heap of things. We have some text messages, but you're going to hear from Red Cloud, they could fly high or fly low. And don't we also have, U.S.A Garvey dead? Do we have him? Yes, man. It's very similar to the Red Cloud one. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Good morning, Mr. Jerry.
Yes, welcome. How are you doing, sir? Bible man.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Bible man.
Yeah. I'd like to touch a little part of the wisdom of God this morning, sir.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes.
No, out of my one self, according to the spiritual understanding.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. In this life, men make things and say it's their God.
Yeah.
But look, in this life, there is nothing in this world that our eyes have seen. It wise for us to worship as God.
Yes.
Because what we have seen, it made that thing made, and from that thing made, it must made by someone.
Yes.
So I consider him who is the greatest. If it's the maker who made the thing, or is the thing that we are seeing.
Yes.
Because if it wasn't the maker, then we wouldn't have seen it.
Yes.
So the important thing is to worship God within yourself. And it don't wise for a man come down the road pushing down God on you, because if you ask him, show me God, then you can't show.
Yeah.
So what we must bring to one another is love.
Yes.
So we have the love of God within ourselves, because even the book says God is love.
That means you have God in yourself from you have love.
Personal within you. Within you. So even, you know how the Spirit come within man now. When God made Adam out of the dust of the earth, is God put in life into Adam, and Adam became a living soul. Just like if you make an electrical machine, when you finish that machine, if you don't put the electricity to the machine, then the machine couldn't work.
Yes, sir. Look here, call me tomorrow. Listen, call me tomorrow. Call me tomorrow, cause you're flowing good. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome, Straight Up, hello. There? Are you there? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Text message. Jerry, can you give Mr. Coombs my number, please? talking about Mr. Coombs, the Indian historian, where I phone every day and tell you Indian history of Jamaica. I think I know a family member who would like to ask him some question. Alright, we are going, Mr. Coombs, we have a number for you. Some people want to consult Mr. Coombs. Next one, morning Bongo. Do health inspectors still work in Jamaica? The Chinese supermarkets are so nasty and dirty. What's happening in the country? Which Chinese supermarkets? You have our Jamaican Chinese there from long time. You have some new China nationals. And I don't think it's all of them supermarket dirty. Which Chinese supermarket? Which ones? You can't just blanket them with one roach spray. You can't just spray everybody and kill everybody discriminately. You can't round up all Chinese. No, we can't use round up or kumquat or whatever they want him. Next one. Hi, Jerry. What happened to Mr. Brown that used to call the program? Don't hear him for a while now. Yes, just the other day him called me and talked to me. And he will not tell me say he want to order next cake from my wife. And I forgot to tell my wife, you know, Mr. Brown. Next one. Righteousness and judgment are the inhabitation of his throne. That's true. Next one. Jerry, this is Emmanuel. This Emmanuel that the Bobo says the return Christ. Is he dead or alive? No, Prince Emmanuel, he passed away in the 90s, late 90s. Next one, Mr. Small. Why did you cut off Wilson? Wilson is a great contributor to this program, and you must learn to treat Wilson a bit more respect. Wilson will be back. He is irrepressible. You cannot repress him. Neither me nor you. Can't repress him. He's contagious. And you think you can't treat him like no crablouse. Not going to kill him so easy. He's not a crablouse. Yes, I want to thank you, and I want to thank my producer. Very much so. And I want to thank my production assistant also. And congratulate her. I should have put on her name. Yeah. Why should not put on her name? Shoshana Daly. Beautiful name. Shadia Walton never come in today. I was here before you. Yes, anyway, I want to congratulate both of them. Broadcast it. Some like it hot and some like it cold. And Jack Spratt could eat no fat. And everybody have to live together. The world accommodate everybody, and Kevin Williams I want to thank too. I want to thank Red Cloud. Remember Red Cloud I tell you now. Wait name again. The system Red Cloud. I go hear from it.
Rubber dub soldier.
Yeah man, that's not the Red Cloud that I want. You know the Red Cloud. Remember the one him sing? Red Cloud all time mentor him sing. I'll go and find it, man. I'll go and find it. But this one now is similar from before coming up at the same old time mentor original. But it was Bongo Byfield after I make Bongo man he made this one. Say who say Garvey dead, just as I sent to Monty Howell. We're not going to make them deal with Howell and him heritage like how them deal with Garvey and him heritage and turn Pinnacle and no liberty all. You go away one side trying to wipe out Emancipation Day. And you can take care of the children in their children's home. Who say Garvey dead? Bongo Byfield, straight up.
Some say Garvey dead, oh. Some say him not dead, oh. Some say they know him. Some say they don't know him.
Yes, that's it. In 20 seconds you will have the 11 AM headline news. And after that you will have some interlude and some replay and some straight up music. We have a little emergency here. We're going to drop the emergency break. And then we check the break. But thank you very much for having been here. Straight up. Straight.